Hello, lovely bees. I hope you are doing amazing. Today, as I'm doing the message for the day reading, I want to point out that it is 12:12, so it's supposed to be an energy gate. So we should have strong energies today. It is the feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. So, I feel like Mother Mary is with us at all time, any time of the day, any time of the night, forever and ever. But, today maybe there'll be something special about it. It is definitely celebratory day anyways. And it is also a new moon. So, for California, it is 6:30 something p.m. So set your intentions, pray to Mother Mary, vibe positively today because this is something strong. And we are 2 days, I believe, from the official quote-unquote start of the last Mercury in retrograde of the year 2023. So just also know that any messages you'll hear, if you hear this message 3 days from now, 3 years from now, there might be something that you need to hear. There is no coincidence, my little bees. Okay, so which divine energy is going to accompany this message today, s'il vous plaît? Knowing that I'm like trying to go fast because, hey, I have to go to work. S'il vous plaît. Quelle énergie divine pour ce tirage en 12-12 pour un little bees, s'il vous plaît. Wow, that just flew. I was going to pick, I'm going to have to, she flew out, and the top we have the Archangel Kristoffer and Mary Magdalene at the bottom of the deck. So this is highly unusual for me to do. And I would have taken Saint Daphne, but I had already cut. So I feel like this is a double energy, and today being an energy gate and the 12-12. So we have strong feminine energies today. Well, hello, it is Our Lady of Guadalupe Day as well. We have healing, so I'm also feeling the energies of the Archangel Raphael, because we have mental health here with Saint Daphne, well-being, support. So that tells me, and look at her, she has a cross around her neck. There is luck accompanied with this. There is maybe trusting your good luck, trusting your good star, trusting the universe, trusting the support group you have. Maybe it's time for you to get into a support group. Maybe look even with your local church, what kind of support groups they have. There is something very religious about Saint Daphne. Like she's holding, it looks like she's holding a Bible. She has a cross around her neck. It looks like she has a cross. Yeah, well, actually it's not a cross, but it looks like a cross. It's a sword on her throat with, that looks like a rose. So to me, it's just a sign of just speaking the truth. And I guess you can only heal if you speak the truth to others and to yourself. I noticed number 21, which is like the mirror of 12. And she has the rose, obviously reminding me of Mother Mary, and the lilium hanging from her ears, reminding me of purity. So just be simply true to yourself and true to others. And if you need support or feel like you are on the verge of just losing it right now, it's time to call out, okay? You have everything to gain by calling out for help. And you'll be surprised also with who's out there to help you. These two ladies are both, these two female characters are both blonde, by the way. We had Kristoffer that came out, I believe, yesterday or the day before. So obviously this energy is very strong. This is Christic energy. She's giving us the keywords of light, Christ light, and higher consciousness. So it feels like these two could be balancing each other with the energies of healing. And I do feel like, for me growing, I don't, American churches, Lord Jesus, I don't know. I feel like there is within the church, and that's just my opinion, that's just my feelings, I have witnessed that also. There is a lot of judgmental and pointing the finger and look at me stuff. But I also know wonderful, not necessarily deeply religious people, but still people that go to church and that do give and help and just do it for the love of God, the love of the universe, the love of the human being. So sadly, you have some extremist groups that are always like, I don't know where I'm going with this, why this started. But you can also be very surprised by the power of church. And I mean, like, by the power of groups. So maybe it's not church, but like the power of groups that try to help. I've witnessed it with friends or family friends that were in needs. And all you have to do is put a bulletin or a note, and then you get a fund going and you get help and you get people, because to me, that is what church is about. It's worshiping, it's to find a place so you can communicate with the divine energy you like to communicate with, but it's also the power of love, within a group of people and how it extends. So, and like I was going to say, yeah, in where I grew up, I didn't need to go to a professional mental health doctor. We had fantastic priests and deacons and stuff, and we could just talk to them, and they were listening. And sometimes all you need is someone who listens. I didn't get many advice, and I didn't get many pray 3 Holy Marys and 2 Our Fathers. And no, I really got a shoulder, So sometimes that's all we need, and I feel like try in a local group of sorts, and you'd be surprised what you can find. Okay, support, light, higher consciousness. I feel like you'll find, but you do have to look for it, or you have to ask for it. And also remember that where was I going? Remember that I saw Socrates and I totally lost where I was trying to go. Church group, asking for help. Apologies. There's just divine connections with Socrates, which is interesting because Socrates is a great philosopher, one of the fathers of philosophy. Philosophy being the l'amour de la sagesse, love of wisdom. So it's a recurring search for wisdom, which goes very well with the search of trying to treat yourself and other fellow human beings in a wise way. And there is purity with this cloak. Let's read quickly because as mentioned, I have to get to work. But Socrates and Plato. At the bottom of the deck, we have Saint Jude, Saving Grace. So see, with that connection, look at that. Divine connections and connection with other people within a group. I feel like you really will find that light. It is Our Lady of Guadalupe today. So if you find the time, even if it's just 5 minutes, maybe just stop in a church. What number is that? 35. So Socrates is not a saint. He's part of the mystics in this book. He's a father of philosophy, see? I have not read that, by the way. In ancient Greece, near the city of Athens, Socrates was born in one of the poorest villages in the land. See? I was talking about going to ask for help. He grew up an honest man and a popular scholar of his time. Philosophy and wisdom was, for Socrates, a deeply sacred path, a holy quest, and not something to be taken lightly. A lover of wine and passionate conversation, Socrates took the streets and engaged his first students. There is something very Jesus-like with the way Socrates is described. His first students were wealthy young men of Athens, in endless conversation revealing his method of thought to them. He spoke of his beliefs in the reincarnation of the soul, which carried all knowledge from when time began. He was interested in understanding what made things the way they were, and was determined in raising thoughts that matched his own. When word of his teachings began to spread, he was charged for corrupting the youth of the city. Again, there is something very Jesus-like about him. After being found guilty in court, he was sentenced to death by hemlock, a poisonous herb. Socrates did not resist. His work continued on through his students, including the young rising philosopher Plato. How about let's just see what picking this oracle today means consciously. He reminds us of our origins and where we've come from. He sits the ego down and points out the importance of connecting with our neighbors, family, friends, and strangers along the journey. See how since this beginning I was telling you to communicate, go talk, go ask for help, look for, even if it's a church or any groups that makes you feel connected to something. He comes through to tell you that a part of yourself has rested on the physical for far too long. If you owe an apology to another, now is the time to knock on their door and apologize. Let the weight of it all go. Socrates works closely with writers, actors, teachers, spiritual practitioners, business owners, and especially those who work in the horticultural industries. He comes through to those who are struggling to understand and make sense of difficult questions, the mental health, situation, circumstance, or person. One of his quotes is, "Let him that would move the world first move himself." And for some reason, this makes me think of the song of Michael Jackson, "The Man in the Mirror." So do with that what you will. That's a lot of making the first step, taking responsibilities, going out of your head, communicating, connecting. It does feel through some group of sorts, even if it's just this group, you know, even if it's just through the hive. And, you know, I hope that this brings you joy. Look at that, 6 of Candles we're talking about, spreading joy and giving love. And the 6 of Wands is success. Beautiful success, but it felt like sharing. Santa Claus was successful in sharing and spreading, is successful in spreading love and joy, isn't he? So this energy of Santa Claus is extremely powerful. Okay, a message for the day for Little B, s'il vous plaît, and for anybody stopping by. Nos anges, nos guides, what is for today? What is for your today? What should our Little Bees focus on today, s'il vous plaît? Page of good cheer, spreading the good cheer, spreading the love, helping others. The one thing about this, and it's interesting because this character came out in a reading I was giving for some people that I felt needed a message being shared. I saw this person as someone who's lonely, but who still wants to spread the good cheer. And that is the issue with a lot of people that have mental anguish. A lot of people who end up giving up and saying goodbye are the ones who spend their time trying to make other people feel happier, because they know what it is not to feel happy. So, and it helps. I mean, you know, when you spread happiness around you, it makes you feel happy. So I feel a double thing here, especially with the truth on the throat of Saint Daphne. It is great to go help people. But what I feel like you need to focus on today is also what makes you feel good. It makes you feel good to go help people, go spend time and start speaking your truth as well. Maybe you starting speaking will make other people speak and everybody heal. Maybe that's what it is. There is definitely the notion of group and sharing thoughts and love and needs today. If it's just around a glass of punch, or, you know, this is the time of the year where this is happening. And if you don't have any or don't know of any, just go again to a local place. There is many groups that will have their doors open to receive any newcomers at this time. Okay, so spread the good cheer, but go look for it as well, I feel. Okay, my little bees? What should you let go to? What should our little bees let go today, s'il vous plaît? Ha! Powerful energy. We have the lovers, described as the mistletoe in this deck. So what's interesting with the way this deck is describing the card of the lovers, is not describing the couple under the mistletoe, but the plant itself. So the mistletoe is a parasite plant. The mistletoe is going on the tree, taking the energy of another tree. So I want to focus on this energy. 1-6 is a card of the choice. So maybe today is not for you to make the choice, but maybe make the choice of not being a parasite. We were talking about you bringing the good cheer. Maybe don't go suck the energies of people today, but go share in the good spirit. Don't be a downer. Don't be a energy vampire. Let go of. So it's interesting because there is this whole thing about. I've been telling you since the very beginning, connecting, you know, giving the light, looking for the light, looking for a group, spreading the good cheer and taking the good cheer. But don't be a Debbie Downer. And maybe that will help you not to keep on being negative. Interesting how that came out here. Okay, my little beast, just don't be a Debbie Downer today. Just look for the light in everything, and it's interesting because now that I'm talking about energy vampire, you know, just see these two, the way they are like holding on to each other. It's like this should be a fantastic, but being that it's coming out as a negative position, I'm like. I'm just really seeing someone like sucking somebody dry. So just, yeah, don't do that. I hope that will make sense to you. What's the advice for the day, s'il vous plaît? Nos anges, nos guides. Knight of Canes. That's, and we are back with the good cheer here. See how this one is just serving, and then just sit down with the others and drink together. Have a good time. Even if it's just with the girlfriends rather than... Maybe that's what it is. Like, just don't go... There is not just... Okay, I think I'm getting it. I feel like... And we have Socrates here. This is like the only male in this thing. There is a very strong feminine vibes here. And maybe this is just a day to spend with the girlfriends. And if you're masculine, if you're male, I feel like this is the same. Like, just don't be. There is not just your girlfriend or just your partner. Maybe you do need to step away. The Knight of Canes is a Knight of Sword. And the Knight of Sword, if I remember correctly, is usually quite the quick knight. So he's got his little slate here, but he's pulling it instead of jumping on it and hurrying. So maybe like be prepared, but since I pulled this card as the advice, you feel like you need to hurry to do something, just take a minute to think about your road towards what it is you want to hurry, okay? And so I was talking about the female energies here, or the group. So, you know, if you happen to be masculine energy listening to this, maybe you just need to be spending time with a group of friends rather than just your partner. Sometimes we need to step away, and not in a like, oh, I won't talk to you, just, you know, the afternoon or whatever, and you come back to this, okay? So step away, go have a good time, so that you can come back to your relationship. That's what it feels like. Sometimes just having that glass of wine with your friend, even if it's your coworker after work, will allow you to get back home or to your relationship in a much lighter mood. Interesting energies for the day, my little bees. Okay, let's see. S'il vous plaît, nos anges nous guident. What extra little message can we get today with the Yule Oracle? Okay. Feasting. I was just talking about doing things together with your friends. Let us feast upon the nourishing and be thankful for thy feast. Nor here or there, yet everywhere it be. It's like, I gotta go read it. Oh, and the reindeer medicine again. I love this card. Journey into the depths of your soul. So we're back to the mental health. And awakening of sights revealed. It is time for no time at all, for all is presently here. So it's in the now. Take care of the now. Don't stop pushing things back to later. So see, that kind of like goes back, like you were going to hurry to do something. Rethink however you want to do it. Okay. Let me see on the feasting here. Feasting. Keyword, having enough, nourishment, providing. In ancient times, there would have been a lot of worry during the winter season. Your ancestors would have had to conserve as much food as possible. Conserve, I'm sorry. And it's funny that I read conversed, because some of you do need to communicate. Conserve as much food as possible, fearing their families wouldn't have enough to survive. When Yule came around, your ancestors would drink and celebrate as a signal of faith in the brighter days to come, because this is the last darkest day of the year. I mean, this is the darkest day of the year. So that means after that, all the days are getting lighter and lighter again. Most of the modern world doesn't need to worry about having enough food, but the fear of not having enough still exists in different ways. Boy, did we see that during the pandemic. So any little thing that messes up with our survival, some people just do go insane. You are being guided to challenge your, and I don't mean disrespect by that, just go insane, like just lose it and just get ready for the worst. You are being guided to challenge your limiting beliefs around scarcity. You can be generous with your time and resources, knowing that what you give will be returned tenfold. Allowing yourself to give despite your concerns lets the universe know you will be provided for. The more you trust in having enough, the more the universe rewards this faith with more abundance. And my little bees, is that true? Oh my God, like I experience that on a daily manner, in many different ways. If you just live your life, it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Everything is going to be all right. You know, which it does. Like somewhere, some way, somehow, the universe always provides. It's amazing. It is a mindset. I give it to you. This is why I constantly talk about gratitude. But if you are in gratitude, you are not in need. So things come to you. Do not sacrifice moments to nourish your mind, body and soul because of fear. As you confront your limiting beliefs, more pathways to wealth will be provided to you. Well, I sure hope you hear that, my little bees. Okay, gratitude message for the day. I'm so sorry, I don't have the time to extrapolate on all of this. There is a lot of messages today, and I hope you hear what you need to hear. There is a lot here, but connecting, giving, sharing, trusting. I mean, this is the usual. S'il vous plaît, a little gratitude message for little bees. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, 3. Fine, I'll take them. The one that first fell. Return the favor. Do something nice for someone who's done something nice for you. And that's how you are never in need. Send thank you notes. They mean more than you realize. It looks like some of you, my little bees, are being a little expecting too much because you're used to getting help. And it's time for you to return the favor a little bit. It's only a day. Each new day is the opportunity to start again. On that note, my beautiful little bees, I wish you a fantastic day. Bye-bye. Wait, I forgot a message from Mother Mary. I was like, no, as I was putting stuff away. This is the day of Mother Mary, and I was not going, because this one turned over. Our Lady of Star Blossom. I was not going to give you a message from Mother Mary. Come on. Our Lady sees your struggles and knows how to help. When you ask for her assistance, you give her permission to intervene in your life. Simple as that. Place her hand on your heart and think upon Mother Mary. You can say, Mother Mary, please help me with this matter and all issues in my life for the greatest good of all beings. So it shall be. Here it is. Take a screenshot. This is the prayer for the day. Look, this is the day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And here it is. She gives you a prayer. Ask for her help. You'll never lose. Okay, my little bees. Now I wish you a good day. Bye-bye.